All right, well, let's start with some Bronx business. What did you think of Pistol Pete catching all that backlash with his prison story recently?
Well, from my perspective, when I changed my life around, a lot of people in the industry don't know me as being a wild child running around in the streets. They know me big Stu in the industry. So certain people want to bring that street stigma with them when it should be a cutoff point too. And he brought it with him to the game. And once you bring it to the game, you're on the stage now.
As far as like what he was saying in that interview, what did you think about?
You talking about putting the flag on the? You talking about putting the flag in the
the
yard?
Puerto Rican flag, and he said he told his black homies to stay in their cells, and then whoever was black was rushing them. Basically, he
bugging out. He bugging the fuck out. He shouldn't even want to be a part of a statement like that. And when I was locked up, I would brag, but I got on both jacks when I had time. Both jacks on the island. Like, I don't even like talking about that. To me, people that talk about that, they move off of fear, intimidation, and control, and that's their muscle. They want to be known as that. And with you being known as that, it's going to be karma behind it. And the karma behind it, he made himself and anybody that is his loved one a full plate. You make yourself a full plate. And it is what it is. That situation, if they do go down, where he going back to? Jail. And unfortunately, people in jail hear news faster than people in the streets. And somehow
that's true. They do hear, they know the news faster than people on the street. It's crazy.
And somehow they're gonna be able to see that clip because his phone's around, and you ain't gonna be able to deny. And they're not gonna wanna. It's this. That's smooth.
Do you think that he just did a bad job at explaining what happened exactly?
Once again, he should have never even mentioned that. So that situation should have been buried. First of all, he said it himself. My whole team is black. So why are you mentioning that?
That's a good point.
What are you doing? Now they're going to be looking at you like, word? And now they're forced to look at you like, word? And now they're forced to possibly put their hands on you too and trust you. Like, what? You did what to black people? If they real right, if they're a real one, because I don't think we would have been friends no more after that.
I don't think that people were trying to make it seem like he was racist. I don't think that he's racist, but like the way that he explained it was just like he could have did a way better job.
He did it too. This is what I'm trying to say. You went up there, the way you explained it, it should have never even been. That should have never been used as a trophy. That situation.
Right.
For what? Why are we even talking about that? For you to talk about it, you wanted some type of clout. And that shit just reversed. The clout, what clout you was trying to get? Because a lot of people that Spanish know they black. So what the fuck is you do? You sound even stupid. But we know them wars go on. But that's why I got on both phones when I was about.
Did you see his response to the situation? Like he did like a couple-minute video and he was saying that like everybody was blowing it up more than it needed to be, like these different platforms and stuff.
He should have took that shit off the air. Nope. All right. It's bad enough people, you have to break down stuff to people. Do you know, like a hooligan watching that, he's going to hear the part that you said. He's not going to. Once you said you put the flag on the floor and you cut everything black, that's what the hooligan is going to hear. He's not going to hear it was back in the days. You made yourself, come on.
Right. And this era of clipping too, like where everything is short form content, is going to be definitely taken out of context even more.
I don't know why he did that. That's that. I'm fucking 53 years old. He's either older than me or we're around the same age. Why would you do this?
Have you ever had any interactions with Pete?
I've been around him, but not no like, what do you mean, interactions? No, we ain't have no fisticuffs, but I've been around
like
him.
any like dialogue, like were you guys like cool, like you know the same people or?
With Tony, at the time when Tony was renting the bottom apartment in the brownstone, we had Gun Hill. I don't want to say the block, I was about to say the gap. But Pistol was coming around, and it was around the time I had a car accident. And I seen his thuggish ways at that time when I was injured too. And
you know what year this was?
This had to be 04, 03, 04.
Okay.
It's what lean back and all that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, so around that time. Yeah, man, that was a weird situation for sure. And I know that a lot of people felt the way when he did his follow-up video because they felt like there was no accountability taken.
I would have definitely said, even before I said it, this was a time when I was wilding out, I was ignorant. And once again, I can't, in my mind, think of the reason, well, clout. Why would you want to talk about that? That's like me, because I keep saying it, and it might sound redundant to people, but if my whole team is Spanish, that's like me saying, went to the yard, Black American flag in the yard, cut everything Spanish. And my whole team I chill with right now is Spanish.
Yeah, that would be wild.
I don't get it.
Well, can you give him like a little leeway? Because sometimes like people get on these podcasts and they like just like start talking like nonchalantly and they don't really realize how it comes across.
To me, it looked like he wanted to be a super goon for Joe or be displayed as that. And you're in the wrong setting, beloved. The hip hop culture, we always say 95, well, it's more now, but 75% of it is Black people that runs it and do things like you. And then you want to podcast, like, all right, it don't even have to, you say the industry, that's just music or whatever, but you're in the podcast world and all that too, and you got to go up the ranks and through these doors. People in a higher position heard you say that, they got to look at you crazy or business-wise, like you messed up your whole network. And I don't get
that's a good point, because a lot of people didn't look at it from the perspective you're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it can mess up your business dealings and everything like that. People are looking at you weird.
They're like, oh, you want to come to me for bread and you said you stabbed anything Black in it? Nah, I can't stab. And you got some Spanish people that know they Black and feel the same way and will react the same way. Like, oh, you bugging. You just wild out. Oh, you bugging out. That is what it is.